Okay, so the people that talked to me about, I guess some of them are feds, sort of, telling me to make this report, and I don't know how to explain it other than just tell you the story again. Okay, so 3 years ago, a drone sent me bodies from the sky. I did not know that's what they were doing. Somebody was already in my head telling me to look up. Okay, I laid down on a bed. I felt a machine scan me up, down, up. They connected 3 people to me. One of them was a really bad person. All right, and I don't know who it is because I'm not their friend. And they told me that they did it so they could do porn after Anthony Cias, Katrina Hayward, and Amy Young moved to Arizona. And I would never do pornography, okay? And anyway, that's what they told me. And so and they were crying in my body, like bawling their eyes out. And so they told me to go outside and look up, and that she was going to pull me up there to fix it. And so I don't know if she actually pulled me up or not, because they told me when they tried to pull me up there was somebody else in me or something, and or they thought I was up there on line 1 to be pulled up, but I'm not, because I've never been in trouble. But anyways, so that's that. So these people have been talking out of my mouth and in my head and in my inner ear and outer ear and stuff, and this program has evolved over 3 years into, before I could barely hear the game itself or whatever it isn't, like the background. That's not Tiffany doing that. The background or whatever, it's hard to explain. I used to hear it through sound waves, and now I can hear it, like, it's hard to explain, like inside my ear brain, outside. It's over there somewhere. There's people getting tortured. There's people watching something up here and on like a TV or something over and over again. They're live streaming virtual reality pornography up here. Okay, and I don't know how they're doing it, because it's not through a computer. I don't think. I think it's through brain stems. Okay, and like I've seen virtual reality flashes of porn in my face. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's like a flash of it in my face, and I hear these people saying, "Stop showing me my mom's private parts," and all this shit, right? And or "Stop doing that to my mom," or whatever they're saying. "Stop using my mom's body," or whatever they're not saying. And it's really fucking traumatizing, man, because ma'am, that's not Tiffany doing that right now. That was this morning, and you can't get mad at her, because they messed her life up. They promised her yesterday. There's a white triangle with a white circle on top. They promised her They promised her while she was camping that they were going to give her money July 17th, because they knew she'd been set up. And this was told to her by a DEA judge in Arizona slash his wife named Cheryl, supposedly. And because I had been set up. And he did not mean to let that happen. It's not that he let it happen. It's just it happened somehow through the people he knew. And anyways, I've been under here for 3 years, and they've been talking out my mouth, and people have gotten money up here. Feds District, other people drip out checks, like, money. And I haven't been able to prove that I'm connected like this. Instead, they try to act like I'm crazy, but I'm not. Anyway, so, and they said that'll be enough to get me off, because they don't know how to disconnect me. They said if they disconnect Tiffany, it'll disconnect either the FBI or the game or whatever it's not. And they'd done an upper background check on me 3 years ago, and said you can be a UE member but not a syndicate at the same time. Mind you, they are talking to me through a computer system. They did not know I was not already up here. And they said that somebody was up here pretending to be me, was really a guy. I don't know if he was driving the train in my body or what, to talk and say what he wanted me to talk and say or whatever, or maybe there was a version of me up here, but I didn't know that. Anyway, and I didn't know what a UE member or a syndicate was, a branch law member. And anyways, the point here is my head's burning right now because of how many frequencies are going in and out of my head. Okay, I have bald spots on my head where I get shocked and stuff. And anyway, I had a clean hair follicle test on Friday. Friday the 17th. And while I was camping, they said they set me up, and I was like, you know what? I can't take this anymore, man. I can't take it, dude. I'm just either gonna fucking kill myself, or I'm gonna go back to doing drugs till you'll disconnect from me. Because every time I'm clean and sober, they're clean and sober. I keep them off drugs on the human being floor. Yeah, I've messed up, like, I don't know, a couple times, like maybe twice a year, because I don't have any other friends anymore, because they turn my friends against me on Facebook, or at least that's what it seems like. Talking shit up here to them, acting like I'm up here doing it, and they do it back and forth for points and shit. I never once gave them permission to record me have sex with anyone. The only person I've had sex with in the last 3 years was Anthony Cias, and he is the person that was a pervert. And he did allow people to watch him from an alternate universe or something like that, man. Whether they saw me and him or they saw other people, I don't know. But that's not the fucking point. They're telling me that up here there's people up here. I mean, yeah, they say they watch people on the ground have sex too, and then they see two other people up here, and they record it up here, and they run it on this pornography channel. And I don't know if the porn channel sees them up here or the people on the ground or what. But anyways, last night they said that there was somebody up here. First of all, they said they're using kids for life force somehow, and there is a 22-year-old girl supposedly attached to my daughter that lives at San Antonio's, and maybe this is just what they're saying because they're relating it to me, and it could have been anybody, but they say there's a 22-year-old girl related to my daughter, has my daughter's DNA in it, mixed with someone else's, because somehow she was born in her body or something a long time, 3 years ago when this first happened, and she was having sex with her boyfriend up here out loud, meaning on camera or whatever, for porn or in love, whatever it wasn't, and it's being streamed somewhere. But they're not always seeing those two people, they're seeing other people. And I'm hearing these people yelling about it, and it's just I don't know what to fucking say, man. It's so fucked up. I did not have a guilty conscience of anything. I did not agree for them to do this to me 3 years ago from the drone, man. They scanned me in with like a fed's computer, like usually you get pulled up here or whatever, I guess. Like if you've been in trouble before, and then if you're fed, then they'll scan you in, I guess, as somebody else with this computer. Yeah, well, that's what they did to me on 4 times. So I literally have 4 people connected to my brain stems times 15 lifelines over here. And back then, they sat in my body and they were like using my eyes, right? And they pushed them up from one level to a illegal level, I guess, times 5. And it did it 3 times because they put 3 people through me. And then they scanned me in one more time at my mom's house, and they said they were going to take my fake boobs out and put squishy stuff in it and fix whatever was wrong with me that they're making fun of. And so like when people would look down and see me, they would see a little prettier version of me or whatever, but they never said they were going to wear my body and do anything in it or whatever. I do have a Sidewinder where a machine, if you're up here, you have an electronic situation where you can cock your eyes back and you can talk to certain people without saying anything out loud necessarily, or you can just reach right to them or through them into someone else. And you can Sidewinder down and pick up somebody for whatever reason you picked them up for questioning or whatever. And that's pretty much it, I guess. But anyways, and anyway, so they told me they were going to give me my money and on Friday the 17th, and then Friday the 17th came and went, and then they didn't. And then the next morning they told me, they're like, oh, Clark County has a warrant. I'm like, wait, what? For what, man? For what, dude? I'm not doing porn. I'm not doing nothing. I didn't hurt nobody. I've literally been on YouTube for fucking 2 years pretty much, showing what I'm doing and where I'm at. I didn't do nothing to nobody. These people have been in my body for 3 years lying about it, because they all got money in different places to pretend they were me at first back then, 3 years ago, somehow through my time card or whatever up here. And I don't know if they get it on the ground through dark web or what, but the point here is like, dude, I'm a mom. I've never been in trouble. I've asked everybody to disconnect me or fucking fix whatever this is. I can't handle this shit, dude. I can't handle it, man. I'm literally hearing these kids get tortured, and this they told me that my son or somebody like my son was getting burnt over and over again on his face with a pipe or something for torture from a different country or something. And they just come down here, and then they'll be like, you make me so sick, Tiffany. It's not Tiffany doing it. It is him doing it through my brainstems to make everybody hate me. They've literally worn my body, worn my reflection down here, talk shit on Facebook to start all this shit with other people. And then they go around like they're the other people and talk shit and make other people up here look down and read it and see it on walls and shit, when it's not even me doing anything like that. I would never hurt anybody. I'm a fucking mom, dude. I've been down here for 3 years. I had to get on disability because they won't disconnect me because I can't function like a normal human being. It's not schizophrenia at all. It's multiple profile disorder from their dimension, where whoever has the drone over there in Portland / Arizona. Because when Anthony Ciez, Katrina Hayward, and them left, also connected to LaShawn Clumpett, who was in Arizona or Portland, Oregon, and Amanda Tessie, 3 of those people, I think, were felons. And anyway, like the people I used to hang out with, like they all knew a little bit of something, but nobody talks about it. But they would never tell me because I didn't know about the game. I didn't realize there's another triangle with a white circle on it. There's another anyway, it's just annoying. She didn't do that. That's not Tiffany doing shit. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Anyway, I guess that's all I'm going to say because it's enough. It's all I need. But it's not through my computer. And then, like you guys, I think you guys already knew this, that I think I turned it on IC3 that a couple months ago, some Persian guy called me on the phone and said that they had embezzled money from other countries, like billions of dollars, through my name or my computer or my brain stems or something, or my phone number through my computer. And they were streaming illegal pornography, and it was connected to other stuff. And it's just, I'm just like, dude, like, what the hell, man? You cannot keep me connected like this when I'm a fucking mom who's never been in trouble. Dude, I've never been in trouble. And these people have literally tried to make people hate me up here because of what these dudes did to me. Like, they did this to me to get it off them, or thought I would not know about the game, or maybe they didn't really realize that I wasn't up here already because he was pretending to be up here, because it's all being done through a computer system. But anyway, the point is like, they pulled me up there from Arizona, okay? And when they did, and they gave me the Sidewinder thing, or threw me into someone else. The next morning when I woke up and like, it took like 5 minutes to realize where I was at. Like, my brain was acclimating to having frequency codes in my brain that I'm not supposed to have as a human on the ground. And there's a brown colored triangle with this brown circle on top, I think, and like cardboard color, and the covers were floating in front of me, and my eyes were really blurry, right? So I'm looking forward, and the covers were floating a little bit, okay? And how I'm connected is so crazy, like, you can't even imagine it, because like sometimes I can literally feel my bed moving, and I can see when they're doing certain adjustments, I can see different parts of my room lift up and lower down, but I know it's not my real room moving at all, and it's not really my bed moving, but it's how I'm connected to their universe. And they're moving, adjusting counts, moving money right now because they don't want to fucking get caught. Before they embezzled money out of my S corporation idea, that I invented 3 years ago to get disconnected from them because they were doing porn and talking shit about me like I'm some ugly, gross, disgusting girl or whatever. And it didn't work. Like, all they did was take the money and go, and keep promising me every day they're going to help me, they're going to give me money tomorrow, next week, but nobody's ever helped me financially at all, or disconnected me, or done shit for me at all. All they do is change it for them up here. I've never hurt nobody. I've never been in trouble. Any kind of thing that I've sent to cops or judges or anybody is begging for help. I never once said, "Oh yeah, I'm a bad person," or I was accused of something. I wasn't. You guys are telling me that I was set up for something up here, and I didn't know what it was, and I still don't know exactly what it is. But whatever it is bad stuff, they said. And if these videos, yeah, they said they have a video of me when I submitted a police report to Portland, right? And it's literally my whole story as usual. I've done it several times. They said I attached something to it that was a video showing me doing something with me saying I didn't do it. I'm all, no, I didn't. Like, that must be them setting me up then, AI up here, alternate intelligence, artificial intelligence or something, because I didn't send that. And I don't know of any video showing me doing something that I would have been like, see, that's not me doing that. I don't know if it was a setup. I don't know if it was something stupid or funny or bad or what. But whatever it is, I didn't do it. I'm not guilty. You can read minds when you're FBI and CIA. I am not fucking guilty. I did not do shit. These motherfuckers up here are sitting there trying to hold their licenses in 3 different fucking states and overseas. Everybody's worried about losing their money and losing their jobs and shit because they've been lying about me being the innocent one the whole time and somebody else being guilty. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So they'll roll it over here for a little while, roll it over there for a little while. Meanwhile, I'm the only one on the human being floor whose life is altered like this. Theirs isn't. The dudes that played the game, the ones doing porn, the ones that do get in trouble for it and don't get in trouble for it, if they were running from the cops or felons or whatever they weren't, either they're in jail, dead, fake dead, or on the run still. But either way, the point is like they have normal lives on the ground. They have boyfriends, girlfriends. Some of them, they're criminals, so I guess they probably all do drugs. But anyway, they are not affected on the human being floor at all, like I am. So the people that put me in here, however they did, they clicked me over on Bamboo Day or whatever, to be on their team is what I heard in my head when I heard some click in my head. Like, I literally heard a click in my head, and some guy named LaShawn was standing behind a computer, and there's a whole bunch of people in the room, and it was like this big thing where somebody cut down some bamboo anyways. I was supposed to kiss him by the car, and it changes something anyways. And they told me in my head that they put me on his team. And LaShawn Clumpett had told me, like, said a side jab to me when I was there. And this was like 4 years ago now. They're like, he's all nose picker, porn star. I'm all, what? And Mandy, Tessie's all, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, girl. And I'm just sitting there like, why would he call me that? Like, I thought he was my friend, but I guess he wasn't. And I don't know. And then these people are like, on your head. Who's on your head? They're talking about who's on your head. Who's on your head? But I did not know about who's on my head or what they were doing in the Fed's district. I did not know about none of it. I've literally had to learn how this works over 3 fucking years because of what they're saying out of my mouth. And half the time when I watch my videos back, I watch it back and it says something completely different than I remember saying at all, because they're changing their video that's connected to mine up here. And it could be changing it to fix it if I said something wrong, but sometimes it's changing it to meet their needs, and it doesn't make sense. Because I didn't kill anybody and I was never falsely accused of nothing. So will you please help me somehow? My name is Tiffany Brooks Browning. I've never been in trouble. I have 3 kids. One's on the streets, homeless. My other one's a tattoo artist. My stepson, and my daughter lives full-time at her dad's house with her stepmom. All I wanted to do was going back to being a better mom 3 years ago when I crossed the bridge to get away from these fucking people. I thought they were meth-induced psychosis voices, but they weren't. They were feds. And when I was taking a shower in the dark and shit and stuff, I'm all, can you see me? And I'm like, yeah, bitch. And I'm all, what? And I'm in the dark. Because they didn't see me taking a shower in the dark. They saw somebody else taking a shower somewhere else that was not taking a shower. And the Russian neighbor tried to citizens arrest me, saying he saw me on his security footage stealing stuff from his backyard. I'm like, dude, I'm a girl. I don't steal like that. Like, what are you talking about? I would never steal from anybody. And then up here, they had my sister's husband buy Marlboro Reds for me so they could smoke them up here. I don't smoke Marlboro Reds. They wrote them on Facebook or on his text messaging. And they had left a voicemail for Manatessi saying Brood was after me, which is a gang, which like they were me. And I didn't leave that voicemail. And I didn't text my other friend Mary saying I needed help. These are people up here texting people and leaving voicemails for people from up here. Whatever they've said about me, if it was even about me in any way, is not true. I did not do shit wrong to no one. Wrong what? She's not guilty. Neither is he. This one is. Now, this is an IC39 situation, and she already reported this to Interpol, but she did not know how to say it was Tiffany who was innocent, not that one, because that one got her money. I've also made IC9 reports a couple times myself, and it was basically just telling my story, including one to Europe, because somebody up here was London, and I thought he might have been from there in real life, or Sweden, because I talked to somebody from Sweden, and she said she's from Sweden, with a red passport on it, and she lost her kids up here too for the same kind of thing. And I don't know, I really understand how you lose your kids, but anyways, it's through a computer system, I guess. But dude, I didn't do anything wrong to nobody. I've never hurt no one. These people have been sitting in my body for 3 years, watching them set me up and coming over here and telling me, like, I'm so sorry, Tiffany, I didn't realize you weren't him or her. Because all the men in here, most of them, half of them, are either in girls' bodies or driving the train of a girl to stick up for themselves or their friend on the other side. And so they'll constantly pretend like there's somebody else. But the anger up here is not a female's anger. There's not an evil bitch up here. It's not an evil girl. It is a man or two. And I do know about the white aliens with the one eye or whatever, and they don't like women and kids for some reason. And I don't know if that's where the being able to read minds comes in or not. But anyway. Hello? Hi. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, good, good, good. So it probably was a starter then, huh? Okay, great. Okay, how much is that going to cost? Okay. Okay, well, I can probably do that maybe next week or next month, maybe. So it's 80, you said, plus tax? Okay, great. Okay, I'll be over there in a little bit to grab it. Thank you. Bye. So did you turn my car into Rodney's car or what? My brother was just here and his starter went out and my car was working fine, and then all of a sudden my starter went out. Sometimes they synergize cars to other vehicles and brainstems of other people. Oh, that's the other thing. Like, these people are up here talking about, like, it looks like people are doing drugs in the car with their kids, or it looks like people are doing drugs in their house with kids in it or something. But it's not necessarily the case at all. I mean, I don't think anybody was doing drugs in the car with their kids, but if somebody has a copy of somebody's car and their brainstems are connected to somebody else, and if they're doing drugs on the ground somewhere different, it can come up on a Fed line or whatever it's called, a lifeline up here, and they can see the wrong thing. So, okay, so my name is Haley, and I know Tiffany did not do anything wrong at all, the human, and she's been set the fuck up for almost 4 years now. She didn't know about the first year because she still was on drugs over there in Oregon. Yes, she messed up today, but she's calling it a revolt because she didn't know what else to do to get disconnected from these people. She needed to get their attention so that they get mad when she does drugs, and she doesn't want to do drugs, but she didn't know what else to say. I mean, what else to do? Because they haven't changed nothing for her, me, and us either. She wants to be connected correctly. She does not mind staying connected and not having a boyfriend or having sex for at least another year or whatever if they give her money. And she doesn't have a problem not being on drugs. She's not a drug addict at all. I'm not a drug addict. Please help. Thank you.